ingredient: cacao, some kind of natural sugar, organic, cocoa butter, bergamot. It's kind of fruit that's from Brazil, and essential orange oil from the earth, from the land. That's it.
So people will come and check all these things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you feeling good? Did you get a cold? You still have a cold.
Cold is, I think it is out now.
Yeah, it don't sound like a cold, Swami. It don't sound.
No, I had, but I am now out.
How about Panchatapas? Are you better?
Getting better, much better.
Oh, good.
Except on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday she wasn't well.
I can hear that on her voice.
Hmm?
They still hear Panchatapa's voice.
না সেই যেমন দেখছি ঠাকুরকে দেখা যায়। এই আবার একটা আছে কি না, তিনজন লোককে একজন লোক দেখে তাতেও এসব করতে হবে, পয়সা খরচা করে পরিশ্রম করে। হ্যাঁ, প্লিজ কাম sit.
There's a big crash on the 101. An airplane crashed into the freeway.
What?
No one was hurt at all.
Where was that?
মানে
In Agora Hills, you know where we come from.
Yeah.
But I've been in town working all day, so
you missed
But
it.
Parma and Kalpana are caught in it.
I
So
see.
they have to go around.
Isn't
so
that strange? Like that's the second airplane like in a week. That's
really
last week an airplane just a couple
But
days ago,
In
right?
in the freeway.
On the freeway, near San Diego.
Was it a two-seater
it was
plane?
a
It
Little
maybe
plane.
it was a vintage World War II plane,
Oh.
and it went into the center divider and caught fire. And the pilot walked away, and no cars were involved.
Amazing.
It was a miracle.
Amazing. Yeah, this
Yeah.
other one was a miracle too. He came down in between the cars
This guy
and then
probably did
pulled
too.
over to the center thing, divider. Amazing.
Oh,
Did you see that?
how that will be in the divider? Divider is that big?
Well, the
No.
wing.
Huh.
He
The
went.
wing sticks
He
over.
went to the divider, and then the wing went over the divider, and the
Wow.
plane was on fire. So it's kind of in the middle, but it shut down both sides of the freeway.
Oh my gosh.
So it's closed.
Yeah.
The 101 freeway is closed there.
Wow. Mm.
So
But
how
thank
are they
goodness
even
no.
coming?
Well, they'll take the 23 to the 18 around, the 118 around. But then I heard there was a terrible accident on the 118
Really?
with chemicals spilled on the freeway.
Oh, no.
So I hope so. I mean, I spoke to them; they were okay, but
But they're having a hard time getting
yeah,
there.
they're having a hard
Who
time.
was
getting
that? Who is
there.
that?
Parma,
Parma.
Kalpana.
Oh.
Kalpana, Parma.
No.
Mm.
So hopefully they'll get here soon.
Hey, these are all. See, this life is uncertain. What does it prove? Everything proves. What is this? What is important? Ultimately, very uncertain. This moment, one split second.
Yeah, one split second.
What happens?
Everything changes.
Yep.
Mm.
You can hold it.
Govindam bhajo, Govindam bhajo. Govindam bhajo murhamate.
What does that mean?
Prapte sannihite marane. Nahi nahi rakshati dukkring karane. Is Shankaracharya saying, Bhajo Govinda. Such Advaita Vedanta teacher saying, oh Govinda Bhajo. Pray to sing
Govinda.
sing the dance and in the name of Govinda. Bhajo Govindam, Bhajo Govindam. Govindam Bhajo. Murhamate, oh fool, deluded as you are. Just Bhajo, worship the Lord. Govindam Bhajo Murhamate. Prapte sannihite marane. Maran means death. Prapte sannihite. You can get it very close. You do not know when. Marane. And at that time when the death comes very close, because that man, in our earlier days, people used to be spiritual, not like this crooked politician, but they were also crooked in the sense they will read the book, and fight with each other intellectually. You are wrong, I am right. No one is for God realization. My understanding is better than yours. You are wrong, I am right. And so Dukrinkaran is a Bhakaran, grammar. There is a sutra, Dukrinkarani. So he's saying, with your whole life you chant Dukrinkarane to memorize the grammar of the Sanskrit language. You can be a scholar, but that will not protect you when the death draws near.
Yeah.
Therefore, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudha Mate. Mudha, M-U-D-H-A, Mudha,
Buddha.
Mate.
Mate, what does that mean?
Whose moti means buddhi, is Mudha. Mudha means blind, dull,
Dull.
or dull-headed
okay,
man.
Okay.
Dull-headed.
Oh, stupid guy.
Stupid guy. Stupid guy.
Buddha.
Rather, Bhaja Govindam. Mudha. Mudha Mate.
Bate is what?
Mate. M-A-T-A. Mate. M-A-T-E-Y. Mate.
What does that mean?
Right, buddhi. Your moti.
Oh, Mudha Bate together means stupid guy.
Or your moti means your buddhi is mudha. You are dull.
Dull
You are not utilizing the time by bhajan, by meditating, by praying, by chanting the name of God. You are utilizing your time in all this rubbish. Even they are doing chanting Vyakarana, the grammar, Sanskrit grammar. It is very essential to understand the Sanskrit language. Those who know grammar, they can understand each word in its deeper depth. So instead of putting the mind in God, you are doing that. What a stupid guy you are. Huh? So remember God, think of God, remember God, chant the name of God. So don't spoil your time. So see, and how we spend our day many times using useless. Repeat the name of Lord, chant the name of God. That's the inspiration. All the holy people talk, but we move in our own way. They say it comes and goes away. It enters like that, goes away like that, and then we do our business. They did their business, we do our business. How is Leela? Leela is okay?
How is Lila?
Do you know anything?
No, she sent me some problems.
No, that I know, but afterwards, did you hear anything?
Well, I talk to her every day,
Oh.
but today, she's not coming today, but she'll be here Sunday. She hopes to be here Sunday. She has some problems. I told you. I don't want to go into specifics.
Okay, now here is Pada Seva. The bhaktas should practice third practice, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Pada Seva, Smaranam, repeating the name of Lord, dancing in the name of Lord, and this is the Pada Seva means service of the Lord. So, Shravana is page 216. So it says that
You can see. You want some glasses?
If they're going to work.
That's right.
So could you take some rest there? Little bit?
Yeah.
Acha. So
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I don't know where mine are.
Or maybe
People are
use this.
That's okay.
here Devaki. Devaki, the mother of Krishna. She said this, that people are afraid. Afraid of the serpent. On the 5 we have read, but just I am reading it only quickly. Afraid of the serpent of death. Serpent of death means death is considered like just putting the venom to kill us. So we are always afraid of death. No? And as a result, man runs about, as it were. We are learning about how to protect ourselves. Huh? Through numerous transmigrations. Look at every animal, every insect, every plant, bird. Always their struggle is what? Only how to eat and how to protect. You look at the when you see the in the television channel, what you call the wildlife, and then you see how they are little eating. Whole life we spend like that, lives after lives after lives, the fear of death, and run. This way, that way, just to protect. And now we are also running like that, in fear of death.
This is a fear of death is the same as the fear of birth. For that only we are trying so much to avoid the next birth. So we are trying. So fear of death and fear of birth are the equivalent.
No, fear of death. Birth means death, death means birth. But normally, birth is we don't care about. When one is born, we don't think about anything. When dies, that is a serious thing, because we want to hold on. Because our divine nature is eternal, all the time we should be there. That instinct is there, but we want to wrongly hold on to this. Body will stay on. Body will not stay. The Atman is staying all the time. That we don't go, and we don't know that. That's why we think body, and how it will stay. It will not stay. So many obstacles are coming. This body, or your mental body, your emotional body. So everyone is giving a blow every day. Every day. Whether necessary or not necessary, and got poke. And you get mad and run. Run away from that place to avoid that. That's a fear. Fear of death, death of your mind or your mental mood or whatever you wanted. So this is the fear is pushing us all the time. And all the world is running how to save themselves from death. But knowing that this death of the body is not the death of me, that is not known. But we feel, because I am identified with my body and mind, that's why as long as we react with anything, means I am identifying myself with this body and mind. So in this and in other spheres, here also we are running. Gods and angels, they are also fearful when they will lose that position in the heaven.
Oh yeah?
Of course, is it not? Suppose the rich people, those who have billions, they are not fearful about losing money.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Millionaire are not afraid of losing.
Always.
More.
More even.
The poor people, they think I have nothing, okay, what to lose more.
Right.
But richer people always much more fear. They can't sleep well because of this worries and anxieties. And that's why they go for forgetting that, they go for drug, drinking, and all the fun things they do. It's only to camouflage ourselves, to divert our attention. Life is such, it is happening, how I can avoid, think that no, it is not affecting me. That's why people keep them in fun and joy for momentary things. So this is the struggle goes on. Seeking in vain for freedom from fear of death. But oh, you, the original being, oh Krishna, having attained to your lotus feet, to some good fortune resulting from the past good karmas, he lies there in peace, and death leaves him alone and departs. Who has hold the feet of the Lord, death comes, death runs away, death cannot touch him, because he is with the Lord, at the feet of the Lord. And opposite is, I am holding on to my body or my mind. That's why you do anything to my body, I get angry. You say anything to my mind, I can be more dangerous than furious. Why? I've not done anything. Just I will sit sometimes, kutus, one bite, and see how she dances, jumps into it, boom, like that.
Just
One little case, day-to-day life, you look at that.
Yeah.
And there are very good people, just poke. Give a punch. See, come on. and now you jump. That will go on, continue, until one can hold on to the feet of the Lord. Now that means these become meaningless then. It is there, it will try to bite you, but it will not get you really. They will be then failure. They will failure and then leave you. So this is the part we have read. And then Prahlada is saying that Daitya boy is saying to his friends, saying, therefore, abandon worldly life. And he was such a spiritual child. He used to say, even when he was a tiny boy, and there is fun and joy and play. Everyone is engaged like that. And he used to say, hey brother, come, let us take the name of God. What are you doing? With this useless play? As a child, he has a great memory of his spiritual good karmas. So therefore, abandon worldly life, the domain of repeated births and deaths, and source of passions, attachment, sorrow, anger, pride, desire, fear, misery, and worry. What are good qualities? Say, the domain of repeated, therefore, abandon worldly life. Worldly life means what? World is not problem. Worldliness is the problem. World is not the problem. Worldly mind is the problem. What is worldly mind?
Taking the world to be real.
Real. Not only that, world and its perspective, day and night think. Day and night. Nothing for God. Nothing rise above that. Always someone is rising above, pull his leg down to make in the world now. Who is a good friend in life? Who pulls you down to the world or who helps you to go up? Real friend is that person who helps you to always to go towards. How you remember God, how you can really chant the name of Lord and all these things.
That's why we are doing satsang.
Satsang, bhajan, prayer, worship, whatever we do, these are only to help us to not get drowned into the worldliness, and how to get detached. So this boy, the Prahlad, who has such devotion for God, he was born in the family of the most worldly person. His father was the most worldly king. And his father was very unhappy that the boy, after being born, he is taking the name of Krishna, 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 and is not engaged in his studies. He has no mind in playing the fun. All the children are spending as it is, but he has no intention of that. And that's why, but he is being cautioned, he has been chastised, but he does not give up his nature. You cannot give up your nature. Everyone, that is the problem. We don't understand that no one can give up their nature. Whatever the nature, only by his own effort. And if you say something whose nature is different and you tell that thing to do, he will do the same thing more. Because the anger will come, frustration will come, and he will to exert himself more into the negative thing. So therefore, it is therefore abandon. This is advice, great advice. Abandon the worldly life. World, as I said, world is good. This world is a testing ground. The world is a great opportunity. Every day it gives us opportunity to think, to pause about the meaning and purpose of life. No, just we are talking. Okay, this plane crash, this, that. But every instant is giving us, hinting us some truth. How do you look at life? How it is so, in split second it can change the whole philosophy will change. Whole activity of life will change. Whole policy will change. So being in this situation, this worldliness is the cause of what? the domain of repeated births and death. That is the worldly life. Worldly life means it takes us from one life to another life, to another life, to another life, because we are going away from our divine self. Naturally, we have to go into the mundane things, and there is no change, there is no limitation of the mundane objects.
Swamiji,
Uh,
I heard a talk the other day that is the way that Maya keeps
Yeah.
perpetuating her creation through this ignorance and then going after her.
Right. But we cannot blame Maya. Maya gives both.
Gives both, huh?
Isn't it? Look at that. Maya is deluding us to go for that.
Yeah.
But Maya is also in opening the door. After a few tests, immediately they give it blue. Whatever you do, which is tempting us to go that way, immediately after a few steps you go, a blow comes from that direction. In human love, you go. You go on love, 1 step, 2 step, ha ha, hoo hoo. Third day, fourth day, then boom.
Yeah.
You see, that's the Maya is teaching. It is not you have to do anything. It's the nature of the world.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You do something good to anyone, 1 day, 2 days you say. Third day his expectation range will go more and more. What did you do for me? Maybe you have given his whole education, money for his education, to establish him in his own life. He is now properly educated and having this. Then his expectation has gone so far. What did you do for me? And people get this blow. It is not an unknown thing for anyone. No? So Maya is one sense. That's why Maya takes us through the experience.
Yeah.
Those who have real urge for it, Maya can be a good lesson. Maya, seeing that, people can get very aware of that divinity more and then pray. Maya, oh Ma. They call Maya Ma.
Maya is Ma. Right?
And please open the door.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
clean for me. You may show some trick to others. Please. Ramakrishna said, no. You can go to the magician. Magician is playing the trick. And everyone is moved with the magic. And they are charmed with it. But one who can understand what's the purpose of this magic, you go and ask him and you take refuge in him, then you know the trick of it, how to get out of the Maya. Maya means it is Yama, that which is not there and appears to be there, it is called Maya. So that the delusive universe,
Ya, Ma actually means.
Ma means na, no.
Means no, not, and Ya.
Ma means not mother here.
Oh, it means.
Ya Ma, Ya means that which is Ma means not. Not. Ma means not.
Okay.
Ya Ma, Sa, Maya. That means what you see as is real is not.
It's not.
That is the Maya. But appears.
And that is not the same as Ma when you say Ma.
Oh, mother.
Oh, mother.
That's a different thing. Ma.
That's a different Ma.
The same root have when you apply it, it has different meanings.
I see.
So when we get the blows, we should say, thank you for reminding me that none of this means anything and none of this is real.
Yeah.
That's the stroke.
Instead of
Why
being
it
upset.
happens? Let us see. If God is so gracious, why it is happening?
Yeah.
Why He will give it to me? It is just a strike back. Yes, you are playing, but don't play all through.
Yeah.
Enough, come back.
Come back.
So give a blow. And when the blow comes, we think that it is a torture for us. But a devotee, a good devotee, a lover of God, will think an opportunity. That's why we refer many times that story of Rajanikanto. He says that when he was in sick bed in the hospital, he was saying that you have given me this terrible, difficult health condition. What a grace of you that I can think of you. And no one comes. You will find when you are in great difficulty, who goes to, how many fans of you will come to you to inquire and support. All of you know that. When you are in good health, when you are in very cheerful, and then everyone is around, ha ha, hoo 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 hoo. but that time you and God. And very rare, they are called the real friends, who only come that moment to support and help. They don't even come in other times. When you are engaged with other friends, he does not know you as it were. I know of one or two gentlemen like that. They never come in front of you to do anything. But whenever is any problem, and anytime needs one driving to hospital, going here and there, he hears, he will rush. It is midnight, it is morning, it is office closer, he will just go. This is called the, and when everyone is busy with other people, he does not show his face there. And these are all capacities of their mind. So the domain of repeated births and deaths, this is the Maya being there, and it is this birth is also an turning point. Swami Vivekananda says, birth, a death is a turning point in life. Because death always hits us and says, hey, what next? Why this? Says Swami Vivekananda's idea. Death is always a turning point. And it helps, even anyone in the world will make him pause for a moment. The most brute even will have to pause for a moment and think. Good people, it can learn much more. Spiritual people, who are devoted people, they can learn out of it much more. It is said that Sri Ramakrishna lost his father at the very early years, and that made him more indrawn. Though he is God, forget about all these things, he is God himself. But as a human being, he was born, but it gave him more indrawn attitude. More, he was going to the cremation ground. He then started going to the cremation ground and sit for meditation alone near the village, where ordinary people will be not going out of fear. So, and the source of what is this birth and death is what? Very beautifully analyzed. Birth and death is nothing, but it is what? It is source of. Source of what? Source of passions, source of attachment, source of sorrow, source of anger, source of pride, source of desire, source of fear, source of misery and worry. Baba. Tasmat Rajo Raga Vishadam Manumana Manaspriha Bhaya Daina Adi Moolam.
Where are you, Swamiji?
6 parts, verse 6. So then this is the condition of rebirth. This is the condition of life. So Prahlada said, brother, why are you spending the time in just playful mood? This time, utilize the time. Repeat, chant the name of God. And he made his all friends lover of God. And that father got very mad with him. And then he tried to convert him, appointed a teacher who will say, there is no God. King is the God, your father is the God. And you are his inheritor. You will be the God, next God. So, and enjoy, eat, sleep, make a good health, do exercise, go for whatever to keep this passion go on more and more into the worldliness. Therefore he said, seek fee, hey, come. Who is your friend?
This is Jamal.
Oh, you can sit there, I can see your face. That's it. Huh? So, and seek refuge at the feet of the Lord, the domain of fearlessness. You want to be fearless? And these are all fear. Because pride does not stay long. You become proud, someone will beat you very much to pull you to down. If you have desirous, it is so much to pay for fulfilling little desire. To go on and pay your dues more and more and more. Misery, worries, anger, sorrows, attachment, passion. These are all worldly things. So don't go into that. Page 216, verse number 6. And seek refuge at the feet of the Lord, which is the domain of fearlessness. If you think of God, there you are free. No one can touch you. Why? Because you are not connected with the world. Your mind is connected with the divine, which is the reality, which will be there, which was there, which is there, which will remain forever. Everything changes. But God is the only thing which is unchangeable, no? So, next verse. Therefore, O Lord of all the worlds, wise men with true discrimination and understanding, take shelter without any reservation at your holy feet. Therefore, this being the condition, Prahlada is teaching that you children, you my friends, you know not that the sages and saints, they wise men. Why they are wise? True discrimination, who knows how to discriminate, how to analyze. They don't go on the superficial values. They don't see the outside crust of it. They see what is inside. So they are discriminative. What is permanent, impermanent, they can analyze very well. So, an understanding, they understand that all these things flittering away, which does not go, that is the utmost truth, which is the Atman or Brahman, our God. So know that these wise people take shelter. It is this, as we said, Maya can help us. But Maya can help us to a person who is ready, who has little understanding about life, who has understanding about the misery, suffering, and also what pure life can give. So those are the people, wise people. Those are the people, saintly people. These people take shelter without any reservation. That's why they always hold on to God. Maybe in difficulties, in your success and in your failure, in your joys and in your suffering, they always hold on to the feet of the Lord. Because they are wise. Because they know everything is momentary and passing. Any reservation at the seat of all this, because they take refuge in you, means you are the refuge of all, because you are the seat of all holiness, purity and love, joy. They are not afflicted by your great illusory power called the Maya. Maya is deluding us. But if you become very pure in heart and know how to analyze, then what will happen? Maya will be a help to you. Everything of the Maya can guide you. It's a development.
It's like road signs. Like you're going on your path and there's a sign and you keep going.
You can read understand the what is the direction given there. Sign, the meaning of this. Everything happening in Maya. Maya means momentary. This moment it is happening. Next moment is something else. Next moment is I'm serious. That's the gun. Next moment is another thing. So it is changing. What it teaches, will you be fool to be so much involved into that only? Or will you hold on to the feet of the Lord, which can give you eternal bliss?
So Maya is also scripture and everything, right? Maya is also you teaching us.
This is also Maya.
That's Maya too.
But two types of Maya Ramakrishna divided. One is called Vidya Maya, another is called Avidya Maya. Avidya Maya means which takes us down into the world. And Maya is another Maya, which really, this is Maya.
This is Maya.
But this Maya is purer Maya, giving us, because we are in the domain of mind now. In the body mind. So it is Maya. But this Maya is closer to the truth. And another Maya is closer to the downgrade. bottom. So these are the two. It is called avidya, which takes us to ignorance, and this maya takes us. We are meditating. It is also our mind. It is maya. You are saying, I am not the body. It is maya. You are saying so. But this saying again and again is purifying the mind and is bringing you closer to the truth. Though it is maya, it is leading you to close to God, and then you can unveil it. You just give a jump out of it, and then you realize what you are. So they are not afflicted by your great illusory power, that is called the maya, which covers everything. Unlike these, those who depend on yoga and karma with pride in their own power fail to attain the spiritual samam bonam, being overcome by illusory power of your maya. Even people of anyone, I know I am that, so I am a greater person than other person. That's also maya. They get caught into the trap of maya. Someone is meditating. I do 3 hours meditation, so I am much better than anyone. That's also pride comes. So that is it is better to be humble to the Lord and pray, oh Lord, please, please, please help me. No? Rather than even following the other path, which is good. But there is a probability of our ego being puffed up. And we can take a very strong stand that I am somebody. So their idea is that take refuge in God. Be humble and take refuge in God. Okay. The idea, note. Note you can. The idea is that the path of devotion and self-surrender, when genuinely motivated and practiced, is free from vitiation of egotistic impulses. Really, a devotee can also be ego. I am a greater devotee than you. That's also ego. What these devotees do? They don't do anything. I do so much. The Thakur Seva, he does not know anything. I do better Seva. They cannot do the puja better than me. See, which way the ego will pop up, only God knows. So to be aware of it, that's a better. Even in bhakti school, that is the greatest danger. I am nothing means I am something more than you. Devotional people. No. So be careful about that. That's why I say though to which men depending merely on self-effort, as in the case of pure yogis and karmis, are exposed. Yogis and karmis, they assert our ego, and I will do good karma, I will try meditate more, I will analyze, I am not the body, not the mind. In that I sometimes make it take a form of pride also. But in the devotee's ego, it should not be their ego at all, because I am saying I am nothing, O Lord. If sincere, there should not be ego. But though sincere in the Vedantic path, you may make a mistake that I am Atman, and you falsely think, yes, I am somebody. So it is said that bhakti path is easier to subdue your ego, a comparative analysis. But it does not mean anything. It depends on the temperament of the person. But it's reading bhakti book, so they will naturally glorify the bhakti idea.
In the bhakti path, the humility makes a person less ego.
But that is the point. In bhaktis people, they are more egotistic also, between them. You are a bhakta, I am a bhakta. I am a better bhakta. Or I am nothing more. Say that story, There is two very rich bhaktas. They are millionaires maybe. So one bhakta, they met another devotee, and they said, oh, I'll be honored They met together and said, I'll be honored if you come to my very little cottage. A very humble little food and things. And he's a rich man, but he didn't understand. As Bhakto requesting him, he said, yes, I'll come. So he came. Oh my God, he saw a palatial house and arrangement for food and this, and there are servants to take care of this, that. He came and he ate, and he was entertained with great honor. Then he used to reciprocate this invitation. He said, please, you have come to my house is worse than a cottage. It is like a goal ghar, cow shed. To say something, to say how to say I am nothing. And he reciprocated accepted the invitation, and he went. He saw that this man is much richer than me. So big, that big house, and we may have 5 servants. There are 10 servants, and this is a big dining table. This, that. This is the ego of the two humble devotees. No. But internally, if they're sincere, that is true. But internally, if there is a pride that I am more than you. So that risk is everywhere. So you cannot say that Jnanopath is more, Bhaktipath is less. It should not be. If he is sincere, it should not be. Sincere Jnani will not have any problem. Sincere Jnani will say, I am not the body. I am not talking of the body. They will forget. Instantly they come back. No, I am not talking of the body. I am the Atman, that I am talking. No. And Bhakta also says, no. I am nothing. Everything is God. It's nothing. It is God's house. Who am I? God has given this. So he immediately transfers to God and he comes out of it. How to come out of this whirlpool of Maya? Practice of spiritual discipline should be only an expression of one's ardor and intensity of aspiration. That means intensity of aspiration is the question. One should not have behind the practice of such discipline any idea that one can either compel or purchase God through those disciplines. Something that, I am practicing austerity, I am practicing fasting, I am doing so much of japa, I have done so much night-time meditation, so surely I'll get God. God is not a purchasable commodity. Holy Mother said, God is not like a spinach or any other vegetables that you can buy. Is I have $5, give me $5 amount. Give me. I did so much, 1,000 japa. So I will get much faster than you. No, it is all depend on His grace to humble. Be totally dependent. Even you don't do anything. There's that story. Ramakrishna said that there is one man who is to live under a tamarind tree and is always cheerful, dancing, singing and chit-chatting with other people, doing everything. And morning time he takes the name of the Lord, evening time he takes the Lord's name and does all this work. And he was going to, she saw Narada, the sage Narada, going to heaven. And he said, could you please ask the Lord when I shall be liberated? He said, okay. And another place, there was one yogi, he was sitting in meditation. He is sitting for meditation so many years that mold has grown all around. And his face is only seen like that. Tremendous austerity and almost emaciated to death. He wasn't moving the body at all. Then he saw Narada going. Narada, will you please go? Where are you going? I am going to the Lord. Can you ask him when I shall be liberated? I said, okay. And then again he came back. You know that story. And then he asked, the yogi asked, what the Lord said? He said, you need another 3 births. And another, you are doing too good, but another 3 births. And he said, I am doing this much austerity, this much dedication, and I am to wait another 3 lives. And he becomes so depressed. It is very pathetic.
So he was
And he was going to the other side.
sad about birth, not about death.
Eh?
He was fearful of birth. He was not fearful of
Birth, why you are fearful about birth?
three more births.
Three more birth means what? Birth means death.
Three
Birth
lives.
means pain.
You have to
No,
go
birth
to
means
three lives.
birth means pain. Again cry. Birth means what? Baby cries, that's why it's birth. If the baby does not cry, he is dead. So he has not entered into the world. So your entry point, first you get a passport. You have to cry.
Yeah, you have to give the anger taste.
It is just only one point. As soon as you enter into the domain of the world, first thing, cry, weep, and be miserable. But I don't want. You don't want? Okay, go. Another blow, another blow, another blow. And in between, little awareness comes. I don't want to, I don't want to. And that's why he said, no rebirth. So, and the other one said, Oh Narado. And he is dancing, singing. He does only the name of the Lord as much as limited, and very cheerful person with happiness and doing other duties. He said, did you ask? Well, I asked. You will be free. But how many lives you know? So many tamarind leaves. Tamarind leaves are very tiny leaves. Millions and billions of them. He will be liberated after so many births. And he started jumping outside. Wow, I will have liberation then one day. Good. And then said that man was instantly liberated because of his cheerfulness, because of his dependence on God. I cannot do anything more. I did this much. God may not be made to purchase because I did so much job or so much. It can purify. That's why Vedanta says these are all helpful for our purification of our mind. But God realization does not depend on your japa or meditation. It's already there. What is the obstacle? To remove that obstacle. There is something in this room. Obstacle is if the switch is off and I do not know the thing, I cannot find out. To find out the material which is already there, what do? You only turn the light or try to collect one flashlight or something to put. Where is that? It is not that you are creating. God is not to be created. Satchidananda is not to be created. It is the only reality. So, to find Him, we do all this japa, means hardship, austerity, everything has meaning. But the purpose, what is the purpose? A spiritual aspirant with great capacity, a great capacity for work and concentration should, if he is a genuine aspirant, feel that all his powers of self-effort comes from God. We think that I am doing, you have no power to do anything. God has given you certain power, and with that power you are using your decision. It is like our example is that in an office, the government gives you certain power to an officer. You can grant up to 20,000. Suppose in a project manager is given some power, empowerment, that you can spend 20,000, don't ask us. If you spend more than 20,000, then you bring your project and I will sanction that. A higher boss. In a company it works like that. So God, actually main power is God's power, but God has given us little power that you can go to the right lane or to the left lane. You can come here or don't come. You can have lunch or not lunch. It's your decision. But this is not actually your decision.
It's not your decision, is it?
It is a power already given to you and you are exercising rightly or wrongly.
And because of conditions, either you'll choose one or another. It's not really a decision.
No, not only that, the power itself is given to us. It is the example. what is called the cow tied in a rope. And the rope is extended this far. The cow can eat anywhere. This is the freedom. You can eat from this side or that. So long the rope, within the range of the rope, you can eat here, you can go round, 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 round. You can do. That's our freedom. Little freedom is given. But who has given? The Lord has given that power. And if you finish and pray, then what will happen? This can be taken out. And you can be made a free cow without any bondage. At least
the rope will be extended.
Extended or totally free, depending on that.
I kind of think there's really no freedom in.
Actually, there is not. But even if we see that we really have some choice, suppose you are here and you cannot come someday. What makes you, I have some other important thing to do? Who decides that? You decide, according to your mental condition or circumstances you are in place.
Yeah.
But that power of choosing to go or not to go, to come and not to come, to eat and not to eat, to sleep or not to sleep. You go to bed at a certain time. No, I'll have to finish this work. Then I'll go to bed. It is yours. God is not coming to say, hey, go to sleep now. But
if you have a propensity to do a certain thing,
that is
the propensity is God too.
Yeah,
No,
but
you know what I mean?
that's true. Everything is Him. But so long I am not knowing that, I take it my decision. No? Everything is His.
Everything.
But I do not know. I won't do it. You tell me 100 times, no, I'm not going to do that. Why are you trying this? We say all these things.
Yeah.
That means I'm exercising my willpower. I have some power. But ultimately this power has been given by God. And then the better utilization of this power, then that power is extended. Thus the devotion and self-surrender should accompany a spiritual effort in all its phases. In the absence of true devotion, karma and yoga and philosophical reflections may themselves become source of bondage. It's a warning. No? If in the path of karma, in the path of jnana, there is a risk that you may fall into the trap, that it is your power. It is not your power, it is God's grace. Even to think that I am Atman will not come in your mind unless your mind becomes pure. You can see, we have seen our great Swamijis and Beluma. I have heard also, I didn't see myself, say Swami Madhavananda and others. Any spiritual discussion is going on. He is the General Secretary of the whole Ramakrishna order, very erudite scholar, top of our Sangha, most scholarly person, and most humble at the same time. And if he has little time, and then any discussion, spiritual discussion, or any scholar has come, who has no understanding, intellectual, even they are teaching, and the young boys who have joined the other day, he does not care. He will just go and listen. And why? He says, I get the inspiration. Because his eyes open, anything spiritual talk goes on, he can catch that wave and get into his own mood. So he is not thinking, yeah, this Pandit, what does he know? He cannot be my student even. The Madhavananda Swami's intellectual capability and his scholarship is such high that even the ordinary Pandits are nothing to him. But he forgets that he is so great. Not only that he forgets, he goes into the class of his, they will not be fit to be his student in their class and gets the spiritual benefit. Why? Because his mind is open. It is Maya is not creating the blockage that what this nonsense is saying. But he takes whatever essential to grab. Now, When there are many ways of attaining salvation, why one should take to the Pada Seva, the service to the Lord, path of devotion and service, is explained now. Who is explaining? These are all they are being spoken by not what I say. This is this has come to Uddhava. Uddhava. 8th verse. The task of those who seek to cross the ocean of samsara. The task. This is the task. For whom? For us. For us, why? Because we have taken the task to cross the ocean of samsara. We are now trying. What we are trying? Why you are here for? We have to go beyond the samsara, this duality. Rendered dangerous by the crocodiles constituted of the 6 passions. No? We are right. We are wanting to cross the ocean, but the ocean is infested with crocodiles and other. What are there? Many water what do you call animals? Crocodiles, then sharks, and this and that. Yes. So, what are those 6? They are crocodiles, and those crocodiles have 6 passions: lust, etc., etc. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarja. Kama is the last. Krodha, anger. Mada, Moha. It's given here. It's not given here. Mada, Moha. 6. Pride. Moha, Mada, Moha, Matsarja. Matsarja means? Matsarja, jealous. Okay? Mada, Moha, Matsarja, আর কি বাকি রইল? Lob is greed. Greed. Kama is last. Krodha, anger. Greed. Lobha, moha. Moha is delusion. Mada is ego. I am somebody. And Matsarja is jealousy. So these are why? Because we are in that environment, we are forced and we are caught into that trap, as it were. Mada, Moha, Mada. And this is the ocean where we try to cross it. But there are these 6 eating, there dangerous animals are there, and which is I am always encircled. So how to get out of that is very difficult indeed if it is undertaken without the help of Ishvara as the boat. It is not possible unless you take a ride in the boat. And what is the boat? Ishvara, the Lord. Take refuge in the Lord. Then you can easily cross. By His power, you will be protected. This Mada Moha will try to bite you, try to destroy you, but you will not be successful because you have taken refuge in the divine power. Therefore, resort to the boat of the worship of Sri Hari. So what is the boat here? Samsara. Boat is the name of the Lord, or surrender to God. Take refuge. That is the boat. In the head, Lord, who is the Supreme Lord, and cross this ocean of misery, which is difficult to cross by any other means. This is the only easy means. Just take refuge in a greater power, the divine power, by whose Maya this whole world is running. And it is His creation. The desire, ego, pride, all are His play, like toys. And the babies are to engage in some mundane things. The mother is giving little lust, little greed, little egoism, little passion, little this, and they are happy. And when they don't get happy, then say, "Oh ma, what is there? What is this?" And then come back and again forget, again go for that until they think, "Oh ma, please take me." It's like a hold to the boat, and then ride into the boat, and boat takes you freely. That's why devotees are very safe when they cry and weep in the name of the Lord and take refuge in God and His service. It's okay? So who can read quickly this note? You read quickly. That's a fact. So 5:34 he's saying. She's saying. Because we have big other things today.
Oh, okay. So not reading?
No. We'll do it next day. And our Tuesday classes are going on, but Thursday classes are stopped. But next Tuesday, I will be not here. Next Tuesday,
You're going to be in Canada?
26th, I go to Canada. 26th of this month, and come back on the 5th.
That is
Monday. Then 6th is Kali Puja. That day nothing happening. 6th. 7th is Kali Puja again. So next week is also not. That means
we will have next class on
13th.
Oh, really?
Next class on 13th of November.
Oh, okay.
October is done. You get a good vacation.
30th you are in Parliament of Religion, and 6th we have
Kali Puja. Anyhow, so 6th afterwards is 13th. So 13th we will again read this book. Nighttime class. Oh, I am not here. So Mahajogananda, some name is there. Check it in the bulletin. For some classes will be there. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. These are the people. Oh.
They're very strong, aren't they? They're too strong, huh?
Mm.
I have to take them out. That's the meeting.
Let us go for
What do you have?